Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm going through a mat class focusing on my abs using the mini ball. So let's go ahead and lay down on our back. I'm going to have you put that mini ball underneath your feet. And just take a second to lay back and bring the feet to about a 90-degree bend at the knee so your feet are onto the ball and your knees are nice and bent. Your arms are going to go up to the ceiling. Roll your shoulders down your back, pull your ribs in, pull your abs in. Now take an inhale, nod your chin, and then lift your head, neck, and shoulders. And as you do that, reach the arms by your sides and start to roll those legs long across the mat to reach them out to the full extension. Pull the knees in, lower the head, and reach the arms back up. So again, you're nodding the chin, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders, reaching the arms long, and reaching the legs long. Look right towards that belly. Pull the knees in, reach the arms up, and lower the head. So I'm nodding the chin first. That just puts my head in a nice position, and what that means is I'm looking towards my navel instead of looking towards the ceiling. That'll put your neck in a good position. So if I'm looking to the ceiling, I'm put too much pressure in my neck, so it's not a good position to be here. You want to be looking right out in front of you, curling as much as you can through that head, neck, and shoulders. I'll do just a few more of those because we are going to be adding on. And I'm trying to activate my legs as much as possible as I roll out. So I'm reaching my arms up, I'm reaching my legs out long, pulling my legs back in, and releasing down. This next time we're going to hold it. So you're going to roll up, you're going to reach those legs long and hold them. Now take the hands behind the head to support the neck. You're going to pull your right knee into tabletop and then rotate towards that knee. When the right leg goes long, it crosses over the left, and when the right leg comes to tabletop, you rotate towards it for a crunch. You're keeping your elbows wide and leading from your left shoulder over towards your right hip. Now really control the motion. My left leg is active, reaching and hovering on this ball, so I don't want to be putting a ton of weight on the ball. I'm just kind of lifting up and off the ball, making it even more challenging. Good work. Now, instead of the leg being bent, on the next time, we're going to keep that right leg straight. Straighten your left arm and karate chop over towards it. Arm and leg meet, and then they go back. Arm and leg meet, and then they go back. Good. Nice work. If any time this gets too challenging, the option would be to remove the ball and have the left foot on the floor. 3 more here. Trying to lift up and off the ball if you can. And 2, I'm going to hold the next one up and grab my leg with both hands and lower my head down. So just a little stretch here, holding that leg towards me. Again, if you need to bend the left foot at all, you can. I'm going to keep my left leg straight. Take your arms down by your sides, your right leg's as long as you can reach it to the ceiling, and you're going to start making little circles. And the circles can be very small, or they can be a little bigger. But what I want to have happen here is that you're keeping your Pilates box nice and still. That means that box that goes from shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, is staying stable to the ceiling, and I'm not rocking around and moving my pelvis. My left leg is, again, trying to hover just right up on top of the ball, not putting a lot of weight there. And I'm making these little circles with my right foot. After one more circle in that direction, you can switch the direction and go the other way. And your circles might be smaller than mine. You might even have your leg bent. If your hamstrings are a factor here, the leg bent is fine. You could be doing more of a hip stir than a leg circle, kind of a knee stir. Good work. My abs are really talking to me, because I'm trying to ground down and keep everything stable as I move my leg. Nice. We're going for 3 and 2 and 1. Set that right foot down by your left. Bend your knees to come home. Arms go to the ceiling. Nod your chin. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Shoot those legs long. Reach those arms long. This time you're trying to hover the legs maybe an inch or so off the ball if you can. And then bend the knees and bring the arms back up to the ceiling. So you nod the chin, you lift the head, neck, and shoulders just like we did before, but maybe you're going to try to unweight the legs a little bit more to feel those abs. You pull the legs in, reach the arms up, head goes down. Nod the chin, reach those arms long, reach those legs long, maybe lift an inch, and then come right back down to where you started. Just a few more of those, reaching the arms, reaching the legs, pulling those abs in, and coming right back down. Let's go just one more time. We're going to hold this one out there. Hold it out there. And then this time I want your left leg to come to tabletop. Hands come behind the head. You're going to rotate towards the left leg with the right shoulder and then come across and shoot the leg over the right leg. So you're coming towards that left side and then reaching the leg long over the right. Rotating, keeping those elbows wide. I don't like to say bringing the elbow to the knee because I want your shoulder to come to the knee as you keep your shoulders broad. Good. My right leg is trying to hover it. It is pretty hard, but I'm going to try to unweight that right leg the best I can. And as always, I could keep it down if I need, or I can just bend that leg a little if I need as well. Good. Now instead of the bent left leg, let's do a straight left leg with a right arm coming across in a scissor and then back. So I'm karate chopping across to the leg and back. Reaching that leg as long as I can. Good work. Nice job. 3 more here. Here's 2. And then you're going to take it up and hold the leg with both hands and relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Just give that leg a little stretch for a moment. Reposition the ball if you feel like it's not in a good spot. I want you to really activate that right leg. Release your left leg, arms to your sides. Reach that left leg up to the ceiling and find your little circles. You're doing both directions, so you can start either direction. I'm going to stir my leg bone and my hip socket. Nice circles. If you had a clock on the ceiling, you'd be hitting every single number in that clock. Circling that leg around. See if you can lift your right leg a little, unweight it. Feel how that connects you even deeper to the abs. Good job. After one more, we get to switch that direction. So let's go the other direction. Going the opposite direction, nice and still through the pelvis. Good. I'm trying to lift that right leg the best I can. It's hard. 3 more. You're doing great. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Pull that leg in, pull both legs in, and just take their ball and bring it to your hands. You're going to hold the knees into your chest, holding the ball in your hands, and give yourself a little hug. Let's move up from there. We'll roll ourselves all the way up to seated and then come to our knees. The ball is going to go between your ankles now, and then you're going to come down to your elbows. So I want you to walk your knees back until you're in a modified plank position, meaning I've got my shoulders and my elbows in alignment, my tailbone's dropping down. I'm really pushing my pubic bone towards the mat. I'm dropping my shoulders down my back. I'm already in my plank position here, and I'm going to work on squeezing my legs towards my glutes. Feel those hamstrings engage. Drop your tail even more and release your legs. So I'm squeezing my legs in and releasing them away. Squeezing my legs in, releasing them away. Keep dropping your tailbone down and pulling your ribs in. Relaxing your shoulders down your back, holding that ball tight and squeezing towards your bottom. 3 more. 2 more. Hold your next one in. Hold it there, and little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your feet, put your feet down onto the mat, and lift your knees. Drop your tail down, roll your shoulders back, pull your ribs in. Hold that ball tight. We're going to squeeze that ball here and rock forward and back on the feet. You're doing a little point of the feet and flex of the feet. Point of the feet and flex of the feet. Good. If anytime you need to drop the knees, come back to that modified plank. I'm just rocking forward and back and forward and back. 3, 2. After one more, we're going to combine those two motions. So when your heels are back, drop your knees, pull your heels to your glutes one time, flex your feet, put your feet down, lift your knees. Lower your knees, ball to the bottom, feet to the floor, lift the knees. So you're doing that little hamstring curl, and then your plank. Feeling the abs and feeling the hamstrings. Good. And I'm looking right towards the tip of my nose, keeping my head in a line with my spine. You're doing a great job. Just a few more of those. Take your time. We don't want to rush through it. Slow and steady. One more of each. When your knees are down, you can push your hips back, come to your hands, and find a little child's pose. Good job. All right, moving on from there, we're going to take the ball underneath the right knee. My hands are in line with my shoulders now, and my left knee is in line with my left hip. My right toes are important here. I'm going to ground down through my right toes and lift my left leg behind me. Take your left leg lifted up to the horizon, but keep your ribs engaged, and then tap it down. Your left leg reaches up to the horizon and taps down. You can stay here with your right hand on the mat for support, or add the right arm into the movement. So the right arm and left leg lift and lower. At any point it's too much, you can always bring that right hand back down to make it a little bit easier to increase your base of support. Keep those ribs in, don't overarch. 3. If it's too much with the ball, do it with the knee on the floor. Now hold it up, the arm and leg are lifted, or maybe just the leg is lifted. We're going to open the right arm right, left leg left, close them back to the center. You see that ball going crazy underneath me. My abs are on fire. I'm opening the arm and leg in opposition and closing them. Opening in opposition and closing them. For 4 and 3. Good work. Here's 2 and 1. Set the hand down, set the knee down, and switch sides. Let's put the knee ball under the left knee. Make sure those hands are right in line with your shoulders. Your left toes are turned under. Those are going to be helpful here. Your right leg reaches long. Pull your tailbone underneath you. Pull those abs in. You lift the right leg back. Resist it down. Squeeze and lift it back. It is not an arch of the back. It's a squeeze of the bottom. Stay here or join me with the left arm. So we're reaching the left arm up and the right leg up. Good. Every exhale, reconnect to your core. Find those abs even deeper. 3 more, then we've got our abduction, side to side with the arm and leg. All right, let's hold that next one up. Hold it. The left arm goes left, the right leg goes right, and back to the center. You move away from the body and towards the midline. Away from the midline and towards the midline. Good. It is not a big motion. Little bitty motion, right? Little bitty powerful motion. 3 more. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Hand down, knee down, and release. Now we're going to put both of our knees on the ball and then have our hands in line with our shoulders. So I'm going to walk forward a little bit so I can kind of roll that ball underneath my shin. So what I'm going to be doing is rolling my ball towards me. It's going to make a lot of noise. So I'm going to roll the ball towards me like a scoop and then roll the ball away from me to almost a plank. So find a position where that ball is on your shins and you can roll with it and get a nice range of motion. And if this does not work for your wrist, do this on your elbows. You're rolling in and you're rolling back. And your ball might be talking to you like mine. I have a video on the stability ball. This is probably one of my favorite things to do on the big stability ball, but it does work here on the mini ball as well. But I would say I love it on the stability ball. The big ball is so good for this one. 2 more. Curling in, releasing back. You got to control it. I almost lost it. 1 more, and release back. Good. Let's set the knees down, remove the ball, and we're going to lay on our left side. So for a little bit of oblique work. So I'm on my left side, and I'm going to put that ball underneath my rib cage. My right leg is on top and it's straight. My left leg's on bottom and it's bent. My left hand is going to cross my heart so that I'm not connected to the floor at all. So this is going to be a little less challenge, would be the elbow down, but I'm going to lift my elbow. My right hand goes by my right side. I've got a nice long line. Now let's lift up through that right side and lift the right leg and lower them back down. I'm trying to lift up and off the ball and then lower back down. Lift up and off the ball and lower down. Nice work. I'm lifting up and off. And if I want a bigger work here, when I lower down, the right arm can go over my head, and when I lift, I can reach it up. So I can make that a little bigger movement by making my right arm move over my head. Good. Just think of that cinch of the waist, that right rib and hip connect, and release. 3 to go. And 2, my hips are trying to stay square. I am trying the best I can to keep my hips facing forward. Now I'm going to hold it and do little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good work. 4, 3. Now hold your upper body up. Hold it. Little circles with a leg. 8, 7, 6. You've got it. 5, 4. Keep lengthening the spine. 3, 2, and reverse. Little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Bend the leg in and come up. Sit in a mermaid with your left leg in front, right leg bent behind. Your right hand goes onto the ball and your left hand's on the floor. I'm going to stretch that side I just worked by taking the right arm behind me and doing a little thread the needle with the ball rolling to the back of the room and then come right back up. I'm taking the ball behind me and threading it to the back of the room and then coming right back up. Good. Threading the ball, rotating the rib cage towards the floor into the back of the room and back up. 3 to go. Big exhale to twist. And inhale up. 2 more big exhale to twist. And inhale up. 1 more here, big exhale to twist. And inhale up. Let's do the other side. I'm going to have to move my mic on this side, so I want you to lay on your right side, please. You have your bottom leg, which is your left leg bent, and your top leg, which is your right leg straight. Cross your right hand over your heart and bring your left hand by your side. We're going to go up and back down. Now, if you need your elbow here for support, the right elbow can be down onto the mat, and if you don't need it, keep it lifted. So I'm doing this little cinch of my waist to the side, and I'm going to start to add my leg. So the arm and leg lift and connect and release. And I like to exhale when I lift to help me connect even more to that side. Now you can stay with the left arm staying connected to you here, or if you like that bigger challenge, when you come down, that left arm can go up and over the head, and then you come right back to where you were. So we're adding just a little bit more length, just a little bit more range of motion, making it just a little bit more challenging. Good work. Let's go for 3 and 2. On your next one, we're going to hold it up and take those little pulses. 8, 7, 6, you've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the upper body still, circle the leg. 8, 7, tiny. 6, 5, reach it long. 4, you've got it. 3, to reverse, other direction, 8, 7, 6, 5, nice job, 4, 3, almost there, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down and sit in a mermaid the other side. So I have my right leg bent in front, my left leg bends behind me. Right hand on the mat, take that ball in the left hand, and you're going to thread it underneath, rolling the ball to the back of the room, and coming right back up. I'm rolling it to the back of the room, and coming right back up. Nice work, rolling that ball to the back, and right back up. Last 2. And 1 more. Good job. All right, let's bring our feet back to where we started, but the ball now is going to be behind your back, and we're just going to take a second here to lay over the ball. So the ball is right between my shoulder blades. My legs are bent, feet flat on the floor, and I'm just going to lay over that ball and get a little extension to finish. So we're just opening the heart up. Let your elbows open out to the sides, using that ball to get just that nice extension through the back to finish today's class. Just take a few big breaths in and out. A few big breaths in and 1 more breath. When you're ready, you can roll up, use your hands to help you, and roll all the way up. So that was a nice quick 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope your abs worked as much as mine did. If you've got any questions or comments, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to work out with you soon.